where our deputies were responding to a trespass call, from what I understand, and while they were there, a subject came through the crossing and more or less asked what was going on, had contact. One of the deputies recognized him and knew he was a suspect in a burglary, and he was wanted for questioning. At the time, we knew he was revoked, so when they ran to check on him, he went through. They initially went and stopped him. He pulled into a yard, and as the deputy went up to approach him, asked him to shut it off and let him see his driver's license. At that point, the subject engaged the vehicle. The deputy reached in. He wasn't drunk as we thought he was, but when he was reaching inside the vehicle and he accelerated, the deputy sort of bumped, lost balance, stepped back, and then got in his vehicle and the pursuit was on. They traveled from the Cottonwood area down into Malone, back into Alabama. I'm not sure which road. I think it was maybe the 81 that was running in, coming back in towards Gordon. And the whole time it except speeds about 115, 120. At one point, the deputy was on side of the suspect. The suspect took his vehicle and actually hit the front of our deputy's car, like they lost both of them. He spun around. The next deputy came up. He hit the front of the patrol car. He was ordered to stop and get out. At that point, he didn't. Some shots were fired. The suspect fled again, and the chase got back up to over 100 miles an hour. And at that point, he crossed 84 and impacted the telephone pole, which he fled on foot. And about a 14-hour hunt. And I think about 2:30 in the morning, they apprehended him at a location in Gordon. Well, anytime, I mean, we've always, even when I was in CID, as long as we have leads, we're gonna run the leads. And at this particular case, with the subject, the risk that he caused and the damage, and we just felt we need, as long as we had good possible sightings, we were going to run them. And occasionally they would get a 28, which is a suspicious person, and they would respond, and it turned out it might not have been him, it might have, the person was gone. We know later that he did cross into Georgia twice, and when Georgia came to assist us, he come back in Alabama, and at that point later on is when we caught him in Gordon.